As of recording this video, Valentine's Day was last week. And in this video, hence, I'm gonna be telling you that if you don't have a girl or didn't have a girl at Valentine's last week, then it's completely fine, not a big deal. And I'll tell you exactly why. So, here we go. Welcome to my channel where we empower men to live their best possible lives. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. But now, let's get to work. So Valentine's was last week. It's on the 14th of February, right? As is every single year. And usually you probably see on your Facebook, Instagram, on whatever social media you use, right? Many of your friends or your unknown people like Happy Valentine's Day to my hubby, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You see all that, and if you don't have a girl yourself, you probably are like, oh crap, I wish I had one, right? You probably wish for that. And I know it sounds like something which everyone has probably said that to you in the past, sure, and I'm gonna say the exact same thing. But is everything you do to attract a woman? Is everything that you do in your life, is the end goal to get a woman? Is that all there is to a life? Right? I'm sure I'm sure when you didn't have a goal for Valentine's, you probably have asked your friends, family, you might have let some steam out, and they must have said the exact same thing. That is everything you do to attract a girl. There's so many other things to life. So my question to you is everything you do, sir, are all of your efforts focused on just attracting females? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes. Yes, everything a man does has absolutely always been to attract females. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And it is not a shameful thing to admit it. No. Look back in history, at any period. Every single king in history has conquered lands. Why? Why couldn't he just sit still, right? I'm sure the king's wives, or back then it was wives, plural, were telling him, don't go, stay with us, no. But the moment the person goes to war, fights, those women are proud of him. He wants that feeling. He wants his wives to be proud of him. He conquers the lands, pillages everything, and gives all the loot back to the queen. That's how kings have always ruled. And that's how men have always worked, generally speaking. Even today. Like, men have always done what's termed as status signaling. Every single time. Think about your example. Do you want a Lamborghini? A Ferrari? A Porsche? Any sports car? The answer is yes. Now ask yourself, why do you want that? Do you want to just drive around? No, you want to show off, right? Specifically to who? To women. Yes, that's inside your nature. That's inside you. This whole concept of do it for yourself, it's just rubbish, asinine nonsense. No, that's a very feminine mindset which we men can never adopt and should never adopt. It's because that is like, that just kills all the motivation. Everything a man does has always and will always be to attract females, so to be able to procreate with them, to have children, because that is exactly how God designed us. God designed men to be strong, masculine, fit, and rich. So females select this man and have kids with them, and because the father of this kid is so strong, masculine, and hardworking, that kid for sure will turn out to be great, and thus continuing on this family's legacy. That is the general evolution of men. Has always been that way. This new world nonsense is just like I just said, nonsense. You can't just take away the absolute main motivating factor, which is women, from men. Do it for yourself. Why? Why am I doing it for myself? How does it even make sense? I do certain things for myself. Why? Is happiness the end goal? It's never been happiness. Happiness has never been the end goal for any man. The end goal for any man has always been, directly or indirectly, procreation. Always. Because that's how God has designed us. It's genetic in us. That's how we have always worked. And like I gave the example of the past, that has always been how kings have worked as well. They have conquered lands to give to their women. The women of the conquered tribe or the conquered kingdom, they had to submit themselves to the men, right? They chose to do that of their own free will. Why? Because it's also genetic in women to select the best possible man. And if their men get bested in combat and are killed, they're just gonna go over to the one who conquered them in the first place. That's how women work. They are designed to select the best man. Has always been this way. Don't let anyone fool you into believing this nonsense garbage ideology that a woman only want men who treat them nice. I'm telling you, bro, every single rich man, fit man, they all treat women nice. I mean, the ones who are not assholes, they treat women right. The problem with, I think this is the general women psychology. They happily accept being treated bad than be with an average guy who is not as good as the person who's treating her bad. That's how they do work as well. You might have heard the saying, women always go to the bad guys, right? Why is that the case? Because the bad guy is naturally better than you at conversation, at fighting, at masculinity in general. Hence she chooses him. And you have no shot. And today, another factor is money. The standards for today's women, I'm telling you from my own personal experience, are incredibly insane. Women will treat the average man worse than anyone. They don't give a crap about average men. By average men, I mean you make just enough money to survive yourself, right? If you're not rich, if you don't make more than, I would just say, I was gonna say six figures last year, but by this year, even that is not enough. You have to probably make at least 150K or above to even stand a shot of dating a good, beautiful woman. And these are not the ones who are, and don't get me wrong, there are women out there who are gold diggers who just use men for their money, sure, but even the good ones who are wife material, they still want wealthy men. They still know their value because every woman today has some form of social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And you don't think that with these social media apps they get attention from men all over the world? Do you not think that a virgin church going 20-year woman who is extremely beautiful, she's not getting hit up by billionaires in Dubai asking her to fly over to them in millionaire parties? That happens all the time. Trust me, I have seen these kind of women's Instagram DMs. It's loaded with guys asking them out, with the average guys and the millionaire guys as well. So you are competing with such people. And if you don't have a girl for Valentine's, then this is the reason why. Because you're probably an average guy, and if you're not, you probably don't even need to watch this video, right? But if you are, then but I have a solution for you. Number one thing you have to do is recognize what I just said. Is women today have extremely high standards, which the world has never seen before. Back in the 1900s and the 80s, you could be an average man working at a factory, some normal job using your hands, and you would still get a beautiful virgin wife who would be loyal to you and would birth her kids with you. No longer the case today. No. If you want to build a normal family, you still have to be pretty wealthy. So the solution for you, sir, is very simple. Number one thing you have to focus on is your fitness. First things first, ask yourself, do you have a functioning brain, functioning hands, functioning legs? If the answer is no to any of that, then I can't help you. I'm sorry. Then you probably have to go see a doctor. But the answer to that is true, is yes, then hear me out. First things first, find a fight gym near you, an MMA gym. It doesn't matter what technique they use. They can use Muay Thai, karate, jiu-jitsu, and Krav Maga, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And yeah, just find a fight gym, go there. That will fix your physique. Your physique will be fixed. And if you can't find a fight gym near you, then okay, that's fine. Just go to a normal gym. But make sure to work out frequently, at least 5 times a week, at least. And intense workouts, I don't mean just go for half an hour and be done. No. At least stay there for an hour at least. Next, you need to work on your finances. Like I said, that is one of the most important factors. You need to be pretty wealthy. How do you get to wealthy? How do you get wealthy? First, you have to find things that generate wealth today. How do you think the elites are making money? Number one, first thing that comes to my mind is attention. Like what I'm doing. I'm making YouTube videos. So can you. Anyone can open a YouTube channel, right? Because we live in an attention economy. If you want to make money off of people watching you, this is the way to do it. It only takes 1 million people to give you $1 each for you to become a millionaire, right? Easier said than done, yes, but you get the point. So, yeah, do that. That's number one thing, attention. Second thing you can do is trading, which I also do. I have a trading bot which I programmed to make me side cash, which is doing pretty well as of right now. And I keep trying to find ways to improve it, right? Like today I had a big win of like $200 out of thin air, printing money from thin air, right? You can do that too, but obviously it takes time, trading and discipline. And this is what I searched from Google. It only takes 20 hours to get reasonably good at a certain skill. Just 20 hours. That's all you need. Even if you spend 1 hour a day, you can get to that goal in 3 weeks. Not a big deal, right? So find a skill that can generate you cash and then work on it. And do not give in to your feelings, which would come after a while, like the feelings of boredom and it's like too much work. It's always too much work. I'm telling you how much I worked. To build my trading bot, I had to gain expertise in programming and trading both, right? I'm combined the two together, right? And no, don't believe anybody who tells you that ChatGPT or any other AI out there is going to do all the work for you. It never works. I promise you this. So it took me 3 years to master all three. And since the past half year, I have not gone out at all. I have just stayed inside, kept working and improving on my trading bot. That's how I was able to make $200 today. And I think a few hundred, I think it was 300 last week. Because I didn't do anything but work on my physical fitness for over half a year. And that's not counting the 3 years it took me to master these things before that. So 3.5 years of consistent effort is what it took me to build a trading bot that can generate cash from thin air. So if you want to do something like this yourself, there is no shortcut around hard work. There are plenty of people out there who will fool you or try to fool you into believing that you can have AI do all the work for you. No, sir, that will never work. You try to find a shortcut, you're gonna get disappointed the hard way. I know exactly the limitations of ChatGPT after having used it myself. As a TLDR, I tell you that it has been programmed to agree with you. If you say something stupid to ChatGPT, it will convince you that you are right. That's what it does. Hence, you cannot rely on it for any work. It is as good as your assistant. You cannot outsource your brains to it though. It is your assistant, just use it like that. You do the thinking, you tell it what to do, and that's it. You don't ask it for any advice. No. All the brain work has to be done by you. So if you try to find shortcuts, you will end up disappointed. So please don't. It's my advice. Okay. So yeah. In conclusion, if you don't have a goal for Valentine's, that's perfectly okay. Not a problem. You have to focus on yourself and work on yourself so that you can attract women. So that by next Valentine's, you won't be lonely. And to anyone who tells you that is the whole purpose of life for men, just to attract women, absolutely yes, because that's how we procreate, that's how we ensure the survival of the human race. Do not let anyone else fool you into believing otherwise. Okay, with that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.